I can only discern that, from the circumstantial evidence, of what I see. Okay. What I certainly see is that, HH is gunning for ECL, no doubt. Okay. I mean, he can't wait to get at him. Okay. He can make any statement, that no, I'm not after, Edgar Lungu. His officials can say no, he's not after. The truth of the matter is that the man is traveling at the high speed on this road of vengeance against Edgar Lungu. ECL locked him up at Mukobeko for a silly offense which he himself committed in Mongo. Okay? For a silly offense which he committed, to excite people, to show people in Mongo that he was very popular. And he wanted, to block the presidential motorcade. And I said it, on many programs, that if it were in other countries, HH would have been shot dead that day by the security people, because he was risking the life of a head of state. So he does something silly himself, and now he turns around to be vengeful against the action that was taken against him. The difference, that the position that I took at that time was that what he did was not reasonable. Right? Okay? And I made that statement when ECL was still in office. I said, yes, what has happened is silly, but this is not treason. I still went ahead to pay him a visit, in prison. Not because he hadn't done something wrong, but because he was a colleague in the opposition. So there's no doubt that the man is still bitter from that experience. So all this thing about the Lungus is targeted at ECL at the end of the day. So he has to harass his children, he has to harass his wife, and stress the man, and that kind of thing. But you see, what is really saddening is that HH has more important problems on his hands than ECL. He has more important things. The people here in the Chipata compound are going hungry. They don't care about ECL. As far as they are concerned, he's already out of power. What they want is for him to deal with issues of their bread and butter. This morning, there's a contingent of police officers on the streets in town to throw out the street vendors. Those street vendors are not the problem. They are a symptom of a collapsed economy. An economy which he promised to come and fix. They are doing that because they want jobs from him. And he promised them jobs. So my view is that he has much more important thing that should be keeping him awake at night, and not ECL. Even assuming that he locked up ECL tomorrow, how will that improve the kwacha dollar rate? How will that feed the people of Chawama? How will that reduce the price of fuel in this country? How in God's name would the locking up of ECL